Here are 3 things I wish I knew when I started high-tech e-commerce. Why should you even pay attention to this video? Well, I've been in the business model for over 3 years now and counting. And when I'm recording this, I've done over $6 million in sales with this business model. And there are the 3 things I wish I knew when I first started high-tech e-commerce that, quite frankly, if I knew this when I first started, I would have been way further ahead than I am today. So with that being said, no more fluff, let's get right into it. Number 1 is that this is a real business, not a side hustle. And you might be thinking to yourself, isn't this obvious? Well, it wasn't really obvious to me, but also I don't think it's quite obvious to a lot of people. If you treat this like a side hustle, which is absolutely what I did, which is absolutely easy to do. Some of my clients that I help myself also treat this as like a side hustle instead of a business model. Well, if you treat this like a side hustle, you will only get subpar results. And the reason behind this is because as soon as you start treating this business like a real company, the sooner you'll see results quicker. I personally treated ecom like a side hustle for the first year, and that was absolutely why I didn't get as far as I wanted with the business. This is not to say that, hey, you need to put hours and hours into the business model. Yes, if you can, that will propel you a lot faster and a lot further. But the main thing is mindset and the psychology behind a side hustle versus a business. A side hustle, you don't really have to care if it will succeed or not. A business, it's either make or break. Like, especially if you're depending on your business for income, like I was at the time. You need to treat ecom like a business, not a side hustle. Side hustles you can do on the side, it'll only make you $1,000 to $2,000, maybe a little bit more if you're lucky. You cannot treat it like a side hustle. If you treat it like a side hustle, you're only going to expect side hustle income, which is, at the end of the day, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, that type of income. You need to treat it like a business where you can scale from 10K a month profit, 20K a month profit, and beyond 30K, 40K, 50K. You need to treat it like a business, and a business has that exponential growth to it. That was the first thing that I wished I learned early on in my high-tech e-commerce journey, and I wish more people knew this, because a lot of people nowadays that's trying this business model. Guys, you are setting up an LLC to start this business. That is a real business by itself. Stop treating like a side hustle that, hey, it doesn't matter if it will work or not. I'm completely fine. I have a backup plan. No, you need to make sure you treat this like, I need to make this work. Otherwise, I will be on the streets begging for money, begging for food. That's the psychology. That's the mindset that I had when I first started business. I needed it to succeed. The second thing that I wish I'd learned when I first started high-tech e-commerce is getting as many suppliers as fast as possible. And suppliers are going to be the backbone of your business, because the more suppliers you can get, the more opportunity you have. And most people nowadays that I see that starting this business model, high-tech e-commerce, they get 1, 2, maybe 3 suppliers, they launch ads, see it doesn't work, and they give up. And the reason why it didn't work for you is, bro, that's 3 suppliers. What if those suppliers you didn't optimize? What if your offer was bad? Just because you ran ads to 3 suppliers did not make as many sales for you, or made no sales for you, does not mean the business model doesn't work. And that's why I see a lot of people just give up at that stage. This is actually good for you, because if you're watching this, then there's a good chance that you'll stick it further than the guys that just run ads to 3 suppliers and then just give up from there. It's very important. The more suppliers you can get, the more opportunity you can. So always be prioritizing getting as many suppliers as possible. When I first started, I tried to get 2 suppliers launched in the ads account per week. Now, if that's too much for you, close at least 1 supplier a week and into the ads account, upload it to your store. It's also very important that you make sure you organize your suppliers using Google Drive, Google Sheets, but you can use Notion or any other softwares that can help you organize these sheets. But I personally like Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, because it's all integrated into the Google ecosystem. I have a Google account, and I can sign in on any device anywhere, and I can access all those sheets. So that's my personal preference, but you can use whatever you want. And you need to create these Google Docs, Google Sheets, so that way you have an understanding of which suppliers have map, which ones have shipping costs, the margins of each one, and how each one interacts. It's very important that you label and organize all these suppliers information in one sheet, get all their contact information, because as you get more and more suppliers, it's very hard to manage more and more suppliers. I personally have over 150 suppliers, and the reason why I'm still able to manage all 150 plus suppliers is because I have a master sheet. I have people that are updating inventory, uploading new catalogs, and just also archiving discontinued products. And if I were to restart, I would not care about supplier stats. Most people make this huge mistake. They try to see if a brand has map, if they have good search volume, if they have good products before they even contact them. No, I made that same mistake, and I would not recommend you repeat that same mistake I made. Get all your suppliers in a sheet. Doesn't matter if they have map, search volume, whatever products that they sell, as long as they fit under your niche and you see your competitors selling it, call and close that supplier immediately. I would close as many as possible and do that repeatedly every 1 to 2 months after you have more sales, so you can go back to the suppliers that declined you and present to them, hey, I'm selling these brands now. I have all these sales history. Are you guys still not open to accepting me as a dealer? Just keep rinse and repeating that, and you will be able to close every single supplier in your industry. And the third thing that I wish I learned when I first started high-tech e-commerce is going to be keyword sculpting your ads consistently. This is one of the most common beginner mistakes that I see with people that are starting high-tech e-commerce, is they're not sculpting their keywords consistently, because your ads are going to be showing up for search terms. And actually, I just finished a coaching call over the weekend, and the person's ad account had like pictures of sauna or how to build a sauna or saunas near me, and they were getting clicks. And you have to picture yourself as a customer. Someone searching pictures of sauna. Do they want to buy sauna, or are they looking for pictures of sauna? Or how to build a sauna? Do they want to buy a sauna, or do they want to build a sauna? You need to understand the intent of the search term, and you need to exclude the ones that are not buying intent and only showing up for search terms that are high buying intent related to your products or the services that you provide. Sauna near me, that's entailing looking for a sauna near me. Unless you own a local retail location, near me is not something that you want to show up for. So you want to find that term near me and put it in your universal and negative keyword list, so that way you never ever show up for it in all your campaigns. And again, you must identify the intent of the search term. Pretend that you are the customer and you're searching that up on Google. What are you looking for? That's really what you need to think and process your brain around in terms of these search terms. Are they wanting to buy right now, or are they looking for information? Because it's very important that you only spend money on buying terms. You're paying for clicks anyways. Why pay for informational terms where they're not even looking to buy, versus when you can just save that budget and spend it on terms where sauna, buy sauna online, or sunray sauna, or saunas 2-person. Products or terms that you actually sell or offer, those are the terms that you want to show up for. It's very important that you keyword sculpt consistently every single day. And if there's one thing that will improve your ad account over time and the fastest, is really just keyword sculpting. So that's it. Those are the 3 biggest lessons that I learned from running my high-tech e-commerce business for over 3+ years now. Again, if you have any questions on this video or high-tech e-commerce in general, or business in life, then comment down below in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer each and every single one of them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time.